hasn't left an easy clincher for Higgins.
He could play this off the black life. He has played it off the black. Important to them, but I mean, if they're getting 7 out of 10 of long pots, they're all trying to achieve that.
Well, that was a good one from Higgins. A long pot, by the way, is defined for statistical purposes as one of 6 feet or more.
Good pot on that black. Normally you just roll those in with the cue ball so close. Too bad. Difficult pot, but at least he got the angle to get on the black if he gets it.
9.
That's
16. John Higgins, 16.
Well, he needed to cover the red. You fancy potting it and you concentrate on your position. But when you're struggling with your long pot, you're just trying so hard just to get it in. And sometimes when the red goes in, you're a little bit surprised. All credit to him there.
1.
Yes, he couldn't have felt that good about that one, having been so error prone from distance. Oh, but now
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
he's missed that half ball yellow.
Shame that for Ronnie Sullivan after such a great long red in the circumstances.
1. Nine.
Higgins will be sniffing blood here, or at least an opportunity to build up a commanding lead with O'Sullivan struggling.
First time in this session we've seen the white balls of winning the frame. He keeps having a look at that red at the back of the pack and he can't see it, but he's looking to turn it over, as they say, with a bit of side, try and change the direction the red goes.
John Higgins, 16.
I think he's wise there though.
So Higgins there was the victim of a springy bounce with his positional shot. This was it. The cue ball really took off. Without the springy bounce, the cue ball would have been just on the red. Although Hawkeye went a millimetre past it, I thought. Maybe, as good a player as he is, Hawkeye is not infallible.
He looks pretty good to me, Clive. I was thinking of asking him for a few lessons, to be honest.
Well, it was a tough shot, but O'Sullivan had to take it on. He was opening the other reds, well behind in this one. That one would have looked more difficult to him than it normally would.
He took forever to hit the ball there, John Higgins.
1.
O'Sullivan has missed position though. He's got to pot this black. Well,
Ronald Sullivan 1.
it was tough from that distance and didn't drop for what would otherwise have been very simple reds.
John Higgins is looking at taking this red on into the bottom left corner. Now he wouldn't really play that shot unless he was guaranteed not to leave another red on, because he's got yellow and black, so he's bound to be on a colour. So he may just screw the cue ball over the side. There you see it. Leaving the cue ball there. He'd be leaving O'Sullivan a possible red, the ones below the pink and blue. But if you could have got the white tight on the side cushion, you'd have still been on yellow and black. I would have left this more difficult for Ronnie, but still a difficult one, Clive.
Yes, particularly when he's struggling. Attempted that red with safety in mind. It would be extraordinary if O'Sullivan could still win this frame, because Higgins has been in 3 times and also missed an easy ball with the rest to the right corner.
John Higgins having a look at the double now in the middle. Maybe some value. He doesn't want to bring that red into play. 60 points in front, but it's the only shot he got. Just a little bit wide on the double.
The red was the only ball he needed to leave O'Sullivan needing a snooker. That red attempted by O'Sullivan, but in a sensible way. Hasn't left an easy clincher for Higgins.
He could play this off the black line. He has played it off the black.
John Higgins 1.
Which leaves O'Sullivan needing a snooker. They're all tough pots O'Sullivan is having to take on at the moment. He'd get them if he was flying, or most of them.
1.
But he's struggling, and now he can kiss this frame goodbye.
Six.
O'Sullivan is trying his hardest,
7.
but at the moment it won't happen.
Still plenty of time though for Ronnie O'Sullivan to come back into this match. Okay,
30.
he's lost the first 3 frames of this session, but it's first to 13 that actually goes through into the semi-final. And the way these two players play the game, it's quite easy to run 3 or 4 frames off because they score so well.
$16. 17. 20. 22.
All players are looking for some new element, something which will give a new edge to their game possibly.
25.
And in the case of Higgins, he's been doing breathing exercises which he says help him
29.
in matches when he comes under pressure.
34.
But it's O'Sullivan who's under far more pressure now,
40 and a frame, John Higgins.
as with that 40 break, John Higgins goes 3 frames clear.